I'm in.
Now this is a place we can have some fun. That's enough of that! You want trouble? You got it. I'm here. You'll regret that. Right, let's find some trouble.
Too easy. easy. That didn't work.
Okay, now it'll get interesting. regret that. Looking for trouble. You want trouble? You got it. Looking for trouble. Someone's looking for trouble. Now this is a place we can have some fun.
too easy.
Fight! That's enough of that! Let's find some trouble.
I'm not good enough for that. No, I'm not good enough for that.
There's gotta be some action here. Okay, now it'll get interesting. That fucking bird is looking for trouble!
No. Too easy.
You want trouble? Now this is a place we can have some fun. Let's find some trouble.
Let's get going before an alpha troll finds us.
All right.
But first, let's eat something. I'm starving. Go away. We're on a manhunt here, I guess. Go away.
You're not the guy he's looking for, so get lost. You're not the guy he's looking for.
This is our scrap. You can keep off. This is our...
not the guy he's looking for, so get lost. be some action here.
I knew Zardom must have brought it.
The feel of this place is terrible. Where are we?
In Zardom's hideout, on the border between Abessa and Zakor.
That explains the disturbance in the Elex.
Where is he? Where is Zardom?
I don't know. He hasn't been here for a long time.
Well, then he must have got what he wanted. That means he's gone to the Ice Palace.
That bastard paralyzed me and left me here. He must have planned that all along. Why didn't he just kill me?
He must have wanted to use your strength. It must have been part of his plan to regain his place in the Ice Palace. But you must have been too strong for him.
Well, why ever he left me alive, it was a mistake. I won't let him surprise me like that again. Thank you for looking for me.
Shit, that was pretty good.
You should go back to Origin.
Yeah. You'd better have a reason for waking me up.
Follow me.
Okay. We'd better hurry up and get out of here. And fast. You won't get away with that. Not good. Not good at all. Let's do this!
Listen to your inner voice, my son. Know your strength.
You've achieved much, but I am still to understand your intentions.
What do you mean?
Which side are you fighting for? Are you fighting against the hybrid? Or are you only motivated by your need to revenge yourself against the Alexiters?
The Albs and our cause must survive. Our people stand on the edge of destruction, and only we can prevent it.
But what are your intentions for the hybrid? Will you admit that he seeks to control the destiny of the Owls? We will only fight alongside you if you share our interests. The hybrid goes, the old directives must be restored. Tell me your intentions.
We should reason with the hybrid. I'm sure he can teach us much.
You still don't get it, do you? You have fallen for the lies of the hybrid, and you would have us follow you back into the madness. We cannot take that risk.
I told you that all must comply with the hybrid's will. That includes you.
Then we will fight you with everything we have.
You did well.
You'll regret that.
You did well.
Won't get away from me.
Get out there and get something yourself.
I'm ready to attack.
You have it, but I... Which are...
The Albs and our...
But what are you... Will you admit that he seeks to control... We will only fight alongside... Tell...
The hybrid's rule must end. There's no other way to finish this.
Then we stand with you. I will order final preparations to begin. We will meet again in Zakor. Victory will be ours.
You did well.
The survival of our people matters above all else.
Listen to your inner voice. Good to see you.
Commander.
Thank you, Crony Unit. That's useful. Teach me something.
Sure. No, not now.
Teach me something.
Yeah, okay.
Teach me something.
Yeah, okay.
I met with my brother Elex, the Elexitor.
Ah, really? And you beat him, right? Then we should be happy you're not in pieces. I mean, that guy's a maniac, right?
Elex is still a threat to us.
So, he's still alive? Well, it's not for me to tell you what to do, but I'd take care of that as soon as you can.
Here, I got the replacement control jet for the Raider.
Well, that's a good piece of work. I'll get to repairing this right away.
All right, so this is where we're up to. I still need to learn the access code for the hybrid's chamber. I need that before I attempt to enter the Ice Palace.
Well, sounds like there's still something to do. Come back when that's taken care of. I'll make sure that the Raider is prepared. Just make sure you get it done before the whole damn Alb army shows up here.
Let's do this!
Thanks for being there. That could have gone badly. I've got a bad feeling about this place.
No. No. Too easy.
We should go. It's dangerous here.
Fuck you!
There's a code to bypass this security system. If I can find the code, I can get in.
Not stand against me.
I'll get him!
coming.
I'll get him!
Let's do this!
The code is something to do with the hybrid's past. The vision that Elex saw. Alex's reaction proves I'm on the right track. And it has something to do with the old world. Perhaps it might mean something to Harley. He knows a lot about old world installations.
We had better hurry up and get out of here. And fast.
Have you seen Wardek, my father?
I thought he was traveling with you. I don't know where he is now. The survival of our people.
Not now, all right?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Another time. This is a...
My brother won't trouble us anymore. But this is far from over.
So, this is more than just a family feud. So what's the problem?
The Albs are led by the hybrid. It is him they serve. It is him they pledge their lives to. But I don't know why. I don't know what he is planning for the Albs, or for Magellan. Everything that happens, that has happened for generations, is because of the hybrid. Only he can answer my questions. Only he can end this war.
So, what are you planning?
If I am to get the answers I need, then I have to find a way to get to the hybrid in the Ice Palace. But that means I need to get the code to access his chamber.
Do you know where you can get it?
All that I know is the code has something to do with the hybrid's past, and has something to do with stars, the universe, infinite skies.
Infinite skies. Hey, that's something I've seen before in a couple of places. But where? Where? Yeah, I got it. There's an old industrial complex out to the southwest of Idan where I found some stuff that mentioned that. An old lab there. But, nah, forget it. Why would that have anything to do with the hybrid?
You mean the old world ruins at the foot of the mountain? Where I found the first replacement part for the Raider?
Yeah, that's the place. That's where I saw those words. It could be a coincidence, but weird, huh? I mean, maybe you can find the answer there.
Perhaps, but there's only one way to find out, and that means going there. I'm making preparations to attack the Ice Palace.
Then I wish you well. There was a time when I would have pledged you my support, but I cannot join you. I wish you luck. May Kalan be with you. I have nothing to say to a Berserker.
Yeah, not now, all right?
Only faith will free the people. Only faith will free the people.
You think you can get a hold of a decent set of ALP
I
components?
wonder what
I can
this
find
place
some
used to be.
Keep your pockets closed and your eyes open, unless you want to end up shardless and dead at the hands of those damn outlaws.
Hey, you.
Let me guess. I'm not allowed into the upper quarter?
What? No, everyone's allowed to move about freely here. I just have a question for you. You got here recently, right? I just want to know what things are like outside the dome. What's going on out there? Are the Albs attacking?
Why do you ask?
I'm interested. We're cut off here under the dome, safe from the world outside. So they pass us by like a river around a rock. Kalan gave us the knowledge, and now look what we've achieved. A safe harbor for all people. The clerics and Ignidons say we've strayed. I say we've found the true path.
You built the dome?
I designed the plans for it. Then we built it together. My name is Eric, by the way. Chief engineer here in the dome. I'm in charge of all the generators and technicians who oversee them.
Why don't the clerics have a dome like this in Ignidon?
The dome requires immense amounts of energy. and the fluctuations in it have to be constantly balanced. The technology is complex. That means there's no way to cover the Hort with a shield like this. Besides, the cliffs around Hort give it a natural protection.
Can this dome survive an Albatak?
Of course. Why do you think we built it? As long as we can maintain a constant energy flow, then they can't get in. Unfortunately, achieving that isn't so easy. Some of the energy regulators are starting to malfunction again.
I can repair the energy regulators for you.
Thanks for the offer, but that's not necessary. I've already repaired the components. They just haven't all been installed yet.
About the broken energy regulators. What will happen if they aren't repaired?
If just one regulator fails, it could mean an emergency shutdown for the dome. Otherwise, the discharge it would create could kill a whole lot of the people the shield is supposed to be protecting. But whether it's a discharge or an emergency shutdown, both scenarios would see us defenseless.
How many energy regulators are broken?
Well, all of them. I've sorted replacements where I can. But Lutz hasn't received his yet.
I will help you with the energy regulators.
I wanted to do it myself, but do you really think you could handle it? I thought you Berserkers didn't want anything to do with technology.
Do you want my help or not?
Yeah, I suppose I should remember the rules of this place. Doesn't matter who you were, it's who you are now. I have the energy regulator here. Please, take it to Lutz and help him to install it. Come back to me when you're done.
Move along, civilian.
Yes? Is there something urgent? I have a lot to do, as you can imagine. This city does not run itself. So, please excuse me if I'm short with you. This city is made up of a whole mass of confusion. Everyone looking for a new start. No one able to forget their past. They need a leader to hold things together.
You're in charge here?
Well, let's say that I'm the person holding all these threads together. There's no ruler here, we all work together. Everyone here wants something. Whatever you're searching for, it will only add to the list of demands we already face. And providing for the people we already have is a logistical challenge. That means to accommodate everyone we're on strict rations, and those rations have to be earned.
I wouldn't have expected the clerics to care so much for others. You're doing good work here.
Some of our brothers turned away from our oath. They believed the Hort and Ignadon must come before anything else. But what is a cause without conviction?
How long have you been in charge of the Dome City?
I've been in office for 8 years now, and it hasn't been easy. Maintaining a neutral position to the factions while fighting the Albs. By Kalan, there really are more pleasant posts they could have appointed me to.
What if someone wanted to replace you?
Some have tried, yet I am still here. This city was created by the Great Council of Magalan. They made the clerics custodians of this place and their legacy. The Great Council may be long gone, but what they stood for, a unity of purpose, a future for all of Magalan together, that is something we still believe in here. So, it is our job to remain neutral. It is our job to serve all, no matter their background, however hard our residents make it for us.
Listen, the council is gone. Why care about what they said?
You don't think that was a better time? Laws for prisoner exchange that assured borders, set rules for trade? Even if you don't care about the blood spilled since the council's rule was broken. The clerics swore to a code, and that includes keeping our oaths. And an oath was sworn to the council by my forefathers. That makes it my duty to see that oath is kept.
How are things here in the Dome City?
Tense. The battles out there are always reflected in here. Tensions run high if the outlaws attack the clerics, or the clerics attack the berserkers. And there's always the fear of an alb invasion. Those tensions drive greed, anger, and fear. There is war out there, and here your shards will be stolen from your hand if you aren't careful. It's like the world has gone crazy.
Isn't that typical behavior for people?
For those without faith, those without rules or purpose, people lack perfection. That is reserved for our God. Only when we emulate him do we stand a chance of understanding what true harmony looks like. But I digress. Maybe it would help you if I tell you how things are. The Berserkers have lived more and more reclusively ever since the Pilgrim went into his retreat. The outlaws are more organized now the Duke has taken power, and the Alb separatists seek shelter with us to escape the powers in Zakor. All told, very dark signs that we face another global catastrophe. And here we are, in the middle.
Are you having a lot of trouble here in the city?
Keeping the factions together is always an issue. The outlaws are always up to something, but things have gotten worse, and to cap it all, we've had a sharp rise in thefts. I believe an organized group has started operating here. Not the usual outlaws. This group seems to be outside the factions. From the little I've heard, they're more like a secret society than your regular set of theftmongers. I've offered a large bounty for any information that leads to their capture. And capture would be best. I want to find out who their connections are. If you can find out more about this secret society, I can make you rich.
Is there something I can help you with?
If you want to help, there is something that has to be taken care of quickly. You must have noticed that the mood is very heated here. One more issue, one wobble, and everything we've held together here will fall to pieces. One of my people has reported that the outlaws are expecting a weapons delivery. The last thing that this city needs is more weapons. And who knows who the outlaws will sell them to. I want you to intercept this delivery and bring it to me.
About the outlaws' weapons delivery. You've been using informers to try and catch them?
Of course. Information is key to keeping the peace. But there are always things you miss. And missing things leads to nasty surprises. And I'd rather be the one dealing those out than receiving them. Particularly when it comes to outlaws. Are you going to show me that you are the exception?
I'll take care of that problem for you.
Good. Very well then. Your target is a woman. Her name is Paige. Get her talking and hope that she brings you in on her plan. Take these shards. You may need them to buy yourself some trust. You'll have to find Paige yourself. She's a slippery customer, and we've lost track of her.
Contact? Is there something I should know about her?
Apart from the fact that she's one of the outlaws, no. As soon as you get those weapons, or any information, just make sure you bring them to me.
About the secret society you're looking for in the city.
Have you discovered something? The bounty is still to be claimed.
There's a gang of thieves operating out of the sewer under the city. They call themselves the Claws.
They're hiding in the sewers? No wonder they've avoided being seen. I'll get a squad together and deal with this group immediately. If your information proves to be true, you will receive the bounty that's been offered for it. Just one more term. Then I can retire. Just one more term. Then I can retire.
crazy, or is our generator power fluctuating?
The B-series was never very reliable, you know that.
Then why are we still working with that piece of crap?
Ask the technicians.
Parts, repair skills, blah, blah. You never get the same answer from them twice.
Well, it's hard to get parts out here.
Don't tell me you're backing them up.
Well, there's not always an easy answer.
There's nothing shards and hard work can't solve if you really want to.
Yeah, if you say so.
Hey, have you got a few shards for a veteran? Help me out and I'll tell you about the city.
Give him the shards. He really needs them, and we could do with some information.
There, take this.
Thanks. Thank you. Oh, I won't forget this. And since you have helped me, I'll make sure my contacts hear about it. You help me, I'll help you. Come back in a few days, yeah? I'll have something that might interest you.
Tell me about the city.
Right, well, where to start? First off, a lot of people are avoiding the north of the city. This place always has something going on, but right now, there's really something brewing. That means the north isn't exactly welcoming unless you're a thug. The western section's safer. You're okay there as long as you don't break the law or look funny or say something the clerics don't like. The southern part, well, that is really quiet. Nothing really happens there, but wherever you are, you should know the clerics are watching. Alois, he runs this place and he hates thieves and beggars and trouble causers and pretty much anyone. He thinks he's God's messenger or something, and that means he's got one big old stick up his ass. So don't piss him off. If you ignore anything else, don't ignore that advice. Don't piss off the clerics. There now, you are fully informed.
Hey you, I heard you speaking to Eric. He gave you an energy regulator for the dome, right? Give it to me, will you? Very soon now, you're going to need the right sort of friend, and giving that to me will earn you that.
Why do you want the regulator?
Haven't you noticed the tension here? All the anger and the plotting? It scares the hell out of me. So I want a way out of here if things go wrong. A sort of backdoor. I want to modify the regulator so I can drop a section of the dome and get out if things go bad. Let me modify it. Then I'll give it back to you so you can get it to where it needs to be. You've got to see why I'd want a way out, yeah? So do we have a deal?
What's in it for me if I help you?
Profit is profit. I respect that attitude. What do you think about 100 shards?
500 and we have a deal.
500? Are you serious?
Pay up or you don't get the regulator.
All right. Here, take this. Now, hand over the regulator.
Did you flee here from the desert?
Flee? No. But to live in Tavar, you need shards. And despite my talents, I wasn't one of the Duke's favorites, and that made making a profit hard.
You think it's better here?
Yes, for sure. For me, at least. And those Berserkers are the worst for it. One of those assholes killed my friend for fun. Now that bastard is focused on me and nobody's helping me. Even though they know it'll be their turn next, and keeping their head down won't save them.
Who is this Berserker that's giving you trouble?
Brabak. A bull of a man and twice as ugly. Bone-breaking bastard.
About Brabak. Where can I find Brabak?
He's usually near the inn. Just follow your nose. If it smells like piss, you found him.
Leave Brabak to me.
You'll deal with him? That would be great, really great. You won't find me trying to put you off that. If you think you can scare him off so he leaves me alone, that would be good. Even if I do, I think ramming a knife into his guts would be a better approach. I would have tried that myself. But if I'd failed... But if you do get rid of him, however you do it, then I will pay you.
One shard, 2 shards. You'd think people could spare that, wouldn't you?
Another time, yeah?
1 shard, 2 shards. You'd think people could spare that, wouldn't you?
Carry on. Carry on.
Not good. Not good at all. Be careful!
Here's the place Harley said he found reference to Infinite Skies, an old-world complex built to hide something from the outside world. Infinite Skies, a corporation that worked on secret research in the old world. They say the hybrid saw the day the comet struck, that he survived. It must be true. Here he was, holed up and hidden in a device of his own making in order to protect himself from the impact, saved from the fires, but changed by the Elex. A man become mutant. All that had possessed him while he was a man was the thought of surviving the disaster that was to come. He tried to prepare a select group, those who would be welcomed to the Infinite Skies. A chance to leave the planet, to avoid destruction. But the plan failed. The government failed to listen to him. He had failed to save them. All he wanted to do was survive. So here he hid. Here he survived. But what did he become? Elex flooding his body. His hunger for it grew. His mind opened. He became more dependent on it. But what was this man? Who was it that became the hybrid that rules Zacor today? Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins. Immortal. Inaccessible. All-powerful. The pinnacle of evolution. Still driven by the need to survive, he began to see the future. He saw the future then. But what of now? Can the hybrid truly see the future? What does he want for himself? Survival? Safety? A future for us? There is only one way to know. I must speak to him. Secured with a password that referred to the name its human form once took. Now I can reach him. His name, Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins. Now I know the code to the hybrid's chamber. I should use it. Perhaps I will finally get the answers I am seeking.
All that technology, and yet they build such ugly buildings.
have the code to the hybrid's chamber.
Then you're going to try and get in.
If we can make it into the Ice Palace, then it is time to confront him. The hybrid planted a control chip in my head. If it worked, he could have told me to kill myself at any time, but the failed attempt to execute me must have damaged the chip instead. That means I can get to him. Then maybe I can find out what he really wants.
Aye. Every time you make this personal, I get pissed at you. This is about more than just you egomaniac.
All right, so this is where we're up to. I've completed everything. I'm just waiting for you to finish the raider.
You just tell me when you're good to go, and I'll have it ready.
This is a nice place.
I have...
We had more time to spend here. Maybe after it's all over.
Get that flyer ready to go. I will start the attack on Zakor now.
Attack? Right. So you're not just using this for transport?
No, I need the raider to take out a shield generator.
Right. You could have said that earlier.
Why? What's the problem?
You never said anything about weapon systems.
We said fully operational.
You said you wanted to fly it. I've not had time to repair the weapon systems on top of everything else.
Then why didn't you tell me that?
Then why didn't you tell me what you were planning? If I had known, I could have told you the weapons weren't... I've just about had time to get this thing flying again. It's a complex machine.
Attacking that generator from the air is the only way to take it out. I'll have to ram it.
That's suicide. How will you get out in time?
This is the only way in. So I will have to figure out how to escape when I'm there.
You are one crazy son of a bitch. You fuck this up, we're all dead. Are you sure you want to do this?
I'm not asking for volunteers. You stupid son of a bitch. Good luck, Ray. We're counting on you.
Well, it looks like some crazy-ass head did your flying stunt for you. That guy must have owed you big time.
Ray, you crazy bastard. I guess he felt guilty for getting me into this mess. Well, Ray, you've opened the way to the Ice Palace. I guess it's time for me to go deeper into Zakor.
I think the others are already waiting on you. Good luck. Go show the hybrid. I hope you get the answers you need. And try not to get killed. We'll all be here, hoping not to die. What are you doing here? You need to get your ass into Zakor. Things won't take care of themselves. There's so much to fix around here. Fucking heaven in a junkyard. There's so much to fix around here. Fucking heaven in a junkyard.
I have to...
safe in the wilderness.
Teach me something.
Oh, good.
To all those who are listening, follow my example. Forces of Ignaton, the threat from the north, the curse of the Alps must be eliminated. You must all choose sides in the battle to come. Make sure you choose the side that counts. Join the clerics today.
Have you heard anything from Zakor?
Teach me something.
Yeah, okay.
Another time.
Tasks, promotions, whatever it is, now is not a good time. Tasks, promotions.
Not now.
Not now. You should deal with the things you have to do.
Not now.
Analyzing conversational parameters. Analysis complete. I have nothing to say. Analyzing conversational parameters. Analysis complete. I have nothing to say.
Not now. You should go and do the things you have to do.
Not now. You should...
Not now. I have things to consider.
The feud between clerics and elves will soon be over.
There is more than one battle left in this war.
Yes, but each step takes us closer to where we need to be. We can't hesitate now. This is the only way we will be victorious. It will begin when Thorold gives the order.
There you are. We are ready. If you are ready, then we can leave immediately.
And so you are going to work with Nasty? Will you fight alongside the clerics?
It is the only way we stand a chance against the Alb defenses. They have realized that by now, as we have all realized that this all depends on you now. If you have anything to take care of before the attack, you must do it now. We stand ready for the order to attack.
I met with Calyx.
And? Did you find what you were looking for?
No, but I now understand my brother's true nature.
Truth. It always brings its own burden.
Alexander Tarek has sent most of his troops into battle. The Ice Palace is now vulnerable.
He underestimated us.
Indeed. But whatever our fortune, we're not in the Ice Palace yet. When Thorold gives the order to attack, we will finally see who will survive this. We can't leave a single enemy behind us, or they will stab us in the back. We can't leave a single enemy behind us, or they will stab us in the back.
Not now. You should deal with the things you have to do.
Damn it, what's wrong with you? You almost missed all the fun here. You should go and speak to Thorold. Then we can finally get started. Let's take care of these bastards. Don't leave anyone alive. Let's take care of these bastards. Don't leave anyone alive.
I'm ready. Let us commence the attack.
So be it. This is the moment of truth.
Every man ready? Well then, attack! This one's mine!
Whatever. See you later.
That's it. The Alps' defenses have been destroyed. But our work is far from complete. You must take on the next task. You must inject mana into the hybrid. It's the only way he can be stopped. The fate of Magalan is on your shoulders. Go, change the future. The lands of the free people cannot fail. The lands of the free people cannot fail.
Cold as death here. I don't understand how the Alps have lasted so long in this place. Maybe the cold for so long is why the Alp defenses gave way. Maybe it's too cold even for that bunch of bastards.
The destruction of the Alp defenses was nothing to do with you, that's for sure.
No, it was just a gift the world has given to me. Well, that was a good show, but I'd better go before I freeze to death. Talk is cheap. Get out there and get me profits.
The Alps lost the majority of their fighting strength, but the losses on our side have been grievous. We can't continue to wear down our forces. We will have to place all our focus on Ignadon and the Hort to protect them from our enemies. What about you?
My path continues to lead to the Ice Palace.
I was worried that you would feel that way. Well, remember, only those with strong faith will bring about real change.
I'm not sure my faith is strong enough for that.
You will find your path. Until then, you will be in my prayers. Only faith will free the people. Damned animals! Another one of those animals! Only faith will...
The lands of the free people cannot fail.
The defensive line has been destroyed. Alexander Tarek has lost the battle. But it will take many years to heal the wounds that the hybrid dealt to our people.
You fought to the very end. I didn't expect you to do that.
There were many victims in this war. We have to start rebuilding now. That is our job. For you have another to take care of. The hybrid has lost the majority of his army. But he still lives. And he is Elex. You have to stop him before it's too late.
I could use your help in the Ice Palace.
None of our people have been able to withstand the hybrid's control. He inflicts pain on all those who attempt to get close to him. You have broken free from his control. Perhaps you can stand against him. Good luck to you. We all need you to succeed. I am confident you will succeed.
Confidence. A very emotional quality for an alb.
Yes. We will have to adapt if we want to survive. The survival of our people matters above all else. Stay alert out there. The survival of our people matters above all else.
Jax, you have betrayed your comrades. And it seems even now, you have not returned to serve the directive.
My own kind betrayed me.
You truly are misguided.
No, I have learned the truth. The choices the Alps have made will destroy them. You must change the destiny of our people.
Our destiny is set.
You say our, but you're talking about the Hybrid's plans.
Our people pledged our destiny to the Hybrid. We were lost, and he gave us purpose. The directive will bring all of us to the next stage of evolution. The free people will be left behind as we ascend to the next level. Elex is evolution, and we are the people who shall make that leap.
Elex might have strengthened the Alps in the past, but now it's their weakness.
Our people committed ourselves to this cause. You cannot expect us to step back. Now we are on the edge of achieving all that we have fought for. The hybrid will soon complete its work, and our people will seize the rewards promised to us.
I was betrayed by someone here in the Ice Palace.
The directive does not allow for betrayal.
The attack on my raider, my execution. It was all planned before I left the Ice Palace. Now, you will tell me why.
You blame your failures on others. Even your own father recognized that weakness in you. He feared that you were not ready for the role you had. That you would bring only danger to your people.
Wardick said that?
Wardick was ever a faithful servant of the hybrid. He would not let family bonds undermine his commitment to the hybrid and the directive. He was shamed by your weakness, and his shame at your failures that drove him from the Ice Palace. You destroyed his future, and left him with the choice of suicide, or exile with the Separatists. Since then, it is clear to me that he has given up Elex, and fallen into the madness of emotions.
This is guesswork.
It is something I should have seen earlier. Before he left, he called you a bastard. Perhaps he was succumbing to emotion even then.
Who benefited from my execution?
I ordered your personal effects disposed of shortly after your crash. Your father took them. Calyx took the role of Alexator. A role that should have been your destiny if you hadn't failed. But that is irrelevant. The worthy are promoted when the weak fall.
We will see who's weak, Tarek. I will learn the truth when I speak to the hybrid.
You think the hybrid will speak to you? You betrayed the directive. You brought our enemies to our gates. He will never allow you an audience.
He has no choice.
The shot to your head may not have killed you, but it has obviously damaged your brain. You lost the focus and strength that are the gifts of the Alps.
I no longer follow the directive. I am no slave to the hybrid.
If you think you can face the hybrid and live, you are mistaken. Death will prove you wrong. The strong will prevail. The Alps will evolve. That is Magellan's future. You are a traitor to your kind. You are a traitor to your kind.
You are here.
No, I'm not good enough for that. That didn't work.
I see you, Jax.
I just learned that Jax is to be sent in search of Thorold the Pilgrim. Jax will be more vulnerable once he is outside the Ice Palace. If the hybrid is to be stopped, then it is time to act. I have asked Zardon to come to the meeting point. He will ensure that things are taken care of from there. Everything will have to move quickly now if I am not to miss this chance to stop him. My plan failed. Jax cannot be found. But all the reports suggest Jax is now fighting alongside the Free People. He has acted against the directive. Against Zakor. I will have to leave the Ice Palace and find him. Before Tarek learns of his treason, Jax's defection will be my death. One way or another. The exile and the Separatists are now my only chance. Jax is alive. I have heard many reports that confirm this. It is more than just rumor. Tarek must not have heard this news, or he would have acted against me. Calyx must have failed his mission to execute his brother. But he remains the best option I have to eliminate Jax before he can return to the hybrid. I will have to bring them together, so that Calyx can finish his task. With luck, neither of them will return, and I will be free from the past. Despite the expectations of some, my sons have grown to become exceptionally strong. Whether this is the warrior gene or the fighting spirit of the Berserkers, I do not know. But if this becomes widely known, I will have no way back. My fate will be sealed. If it is their Berserker heritage, that isn't helping in their struggle to keep their will. It is clear to me that I have lost both of them to the hybrid. The hybrid's control of them is complete, and they will soon take my place. But what if their past is discovered? No impure can join the Chosen. Their impurity may lead to my execution if it is discovered. Tarek is beginning to grow suspicious. He will use this to destroy me. Now only the death of my sons can save me.
So, Wardick worked with Zardom to sabotage my mission. He sent my own brother Calyx to kill me, and all to save his own position at the Ice Palace. The man who claims to be my father wanted me dead, and instead, he was forced from the Ice Palace himself. Now we will see which of us death finds first.
Come to me. You must have many questions.
Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins.
So, you are here. I have been awaiting your arrival.
If you wanted to see me, you shouldn't have allowed my execution.
You are speaking with emotion, not logic.
The hybrid sees all, so did you order my death, or just allow it? Was it my past that condemned me?
The past is irrelevant. Only the future holds any importance.
If my past is irrelevant, why did you put a chip in my head to control my thoughts?
The chip improves efficiency. If the chip hadn't been damaged, you would not be asking this question. You would know that true understanding is only possible through me. Join the Chosen, and you will know the meaning of our work.
The same promise you have made to the Alps since you took control. I came here for answers, not more empty promises.
More emotion. Your personal quest is meaningless. If you think your actions now have consequence, you are mistaken. Your arrival here is proof that you are closer to the next step in evolution than any of your kind. But there are things you are yet to understand.
My kind. I'm not the person I was. I am no longer your slave.
You will always be an alb. All you have accomplished must have proved to you that no individual can accomplish things alone. True strength lies in the collective consciousness. What the free people think is irrelevant. But you, Jax, you must understand the truth. The comet that destroyed Magalan's civilization did not arrive by chance. It was sent to begin the changes to our world, to prepare it for those who follow. There is nothing we can do to stop this. We can only be ready for their arrival. That is the truth I have guarded, and I have been preparing our world for this day.
Who is coming?
Those who will inherit our world. The further I evolve, the more I can hear their voices. First as whispers, now as minds I can commune with.
Can we stop them?
They can divert comets and send them across vast distances. Their power is well beyond our own.
If individuals aren't important, then why do we need you?
My destiny was set the day the comet struck our planet. Elex transformed me. It was an accident of fate, no plan of those who follow. But it has made me their emissary. You think you fight to save our world, but it is me, and me alone, who can do that.
If you really know the future, then tell me what will happen.
The world, as you know it, will not exist in a few years. All life that remains will be forced to obey those who come to us now. They will obey, or they will cease to exist. The world must be changed before they arrive. Elex will see to that. But we must prepare people and gather the Elex that will make the changes that must come. You have accomplished much, Jax, but your work is worse than futile. You think of yourself as a savior, but if we stand against these beings, we will all perish. Now, at least the chosen will survive.
You don't expect me to believe all of this.
I foresaw the day the comet would strike our world. I was there when it hit. All my words, all my warnings, all were ignored. The world refused to listen until it was too late. That day, the Elex changed me. I was reborn, evolved. I failed to save us then. I will not fail again. The free people cannot be allowed to stand in our way. Their infighting had long stopped them from successfully interfering with our plans. All the Elex on Magalan shall be required if we are to stand against the coming threat. You once followed my word without question. It is a loss to us all that my influence ended with your brother's botched attempt to kill you. But now, you know the truth, and you can complete our vision together.
Why not work with the Free People to stop these invaders? Maybe if we fight on the same side, we can defeat these beings together.
The Free People are using Elex in their technology, their world hearts, and their magic. They are blind to its true purpose. Elex was sent here to change our planet in preparation for those who follow. Nothing can be allowed to stop that change. The Free People understand nothing but their own personal vengeances. That is why the Alps live without emotion. That is why the Alps have succeeded.
Imagine what they could achieve if you worked with them.
They have no interest in peace. They crave only their personal victories. Hate, emotion, and greed drives their conflict. And it will be their end.
Is there no one amongst the free people who could join the Chosen?
Thorald, the Pilgrim, was the closest to defeating me. His powers would be helpful to us. But no, his emotions and self-doubt meant he needed another mage. That was his downfall. He is too emotional as well. The mage's connection to Elex was so strong that Thorald lost control of her and the Elex. My future and that of Magalan was saved by their weakness.
Even if this is true, why should I believe we can't fight these invaders like we fought you?
My vision is the only one way to save Magalan. The Chosen will evolve to serve those who follow. All Elex must serve my purpose. All people must serve me.
I didn't come here to let you rule this world. Your time is over. My emotions don't cloud my mind. They have made me realize things about the world I could not have seen before. I did not come all this way to die at your hands. I came here to take back control of my world. Your plans were wrong then. They are wrong now. You are not the superior being you think you are.
My past is meaningless. It holds no fear. Your attempt to use it only proves that you cling to the irrelevant. Die now, or die at the hands of those that follow. Your death will be meaningless. Only my survival matters now.
You don't...
The free people, they hate is, but the
even
of all the futures I had seen, this was not amongst them, despite all of my preparation and all the Elex you have shown yourself, stronger than all of that.
So, will you submit, or will you die?
You have defeated me, but you are not strong enough to fight the beings coming to rule our world. If I die, then so does Magalan.
You cannot be allowed to complete your plan. You will work with the Free People. Your insight will help us to defeat these invaders.
The Free People are not strong enough to survive.
Your prediction about me was wrong. You cannot predict what the future holds. We will control our own future. Once the mana takes effect, you will see this.
You know nothing of the future. I see all, and I tell you that you cannot fight them.
We will see to that.
So much suffering. An ocean of blood gushes over the land. Lives, potential. Drown in it.
You can see it all now. That destruction was all your work.
Then you have no choice. You must destroy me. This suffering cannot continue.
Remember when you were human? Before the comet hit, before the Elex changed you. Your name was Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins. Your plan was to save only yourself, but you have changed. You are realizing that the world must be saved. You can become a force for good.
I can't. It is too late. People can never trust me.
Then I will go to them. I will convince them your abilities are key to the future for all the people of Magalan. I will tell them your knowledge is the only way to stop this enemy.
Those who would be the new lords of this world will arrive soon. It is your task to prepare the people of Magalan for their arrival. Those who would be the new lords of this world. It is your task to prepare the people of Magalan for their arrival.
Magalan, a world reshaped by the comet. A civilization lost in fire and ash. The hybrid spoke of his plan to prepare the world for what is to come. To make us understand the changes that Elex is making to our world. But after all the years of his secrecy, the blood that has been spilled to gather Elex to feed his powers. Who will listen to his warning? There is power in Elex. It has changed every living thing on Magalan. The creatures that made it, that reforged our world from out amongst the stars, are coming to claim their creation. Will that mean an end to all that is here? Or will it be a gateway to evolution? It is now my task to prepare for that day. To decide the future of Magalan. The Hybrid's era is gone. Now all the factions must decide. I have chosen my destiny. Now they must choose theirs.
It is done. The machine has commenced its work. Our future is at hand. Soon, we will claim the rewards we have been promised.
You must be prepared for changes.
Yes. And now the hybrid will bring all of us to the next step of evolution.
No. The hybrid has consumed some Berserker mana. He is changing.
Mana? Didn't that poison him?
It has changed him, for the sake of all Magalan. Things must change here in the Ice Palace.
But if what you are saying is true, then our future is not predetermined as the hybrid said.
Correct. It is for us to decide our future. Our people will have to change. We must work with all the people on Magalan from now on. This is our only chance in the times to come.
Then we must begin our planning and start the work of rebuilding Zakor. We must ensure that traitor Zardom is given no more chances to interfere with our work.
I will see what can be done to stop Zardom.
I admit, I underestimated your abilities. When I heard you had been executed, I thought that was the end of you. Even when I started to hear news of your survival, I doubted your return. Anyone else in your position would have died, or given up. But what you have accomplished, you will determine the fate of our world. I will assist you in the trials that are to come. Everything for the Alb people.
Everything for the Alb people. Wardak and Zardom betrayed us all.
Wardak was brought down by your frailties. Zardom grew too emotional. He believed in himself before the directive.
There's more to it than that. They worked together to plan this. Zardom only ever had one goal. Your position. The rank of First Elexiter. And Wardak dreamed of creating a dynasty. A legacy for himself. But we are not his children. We weren't even born in Zakor. Wardak took us from the Berserkers as children, and he fought to keep that secret from you.
Then Wardak has been flawed for longer than I thought. And he was right to hide your heritage. I would have doubted your abilities. You have only proved that I was right to doubt you.
I have broken free. You are still the hybrid's servant.
Your strength is admirable, but you are so misguided in your aims. That is your weakness. You are a traitor to your kind. You are a traitor to your kind.
You saw the hybrid?
Yes. It was a hard fight, but I was victorious.
Any other Alb would have succumbed to his power. You truly are remarkable. But the hybrid's presence can still be felt. What happened?
We will no longer follow him. He will work for us from now on. I contaminated his Elex source with mana.
And you are seeking to work with the hybrid? The path of mercy. Probably the most complicated of all conceivable outcomes to this war. Do you think this can work?
If not, then the hybrid will have to die.
We will need to keep a close eye on him. We cannot afford for our people to fall under his control again. You were the strongest of us, Jax. You were the turning point in this war. But many of us still see you as a threat and will continue to fight you. Which is why I will try to make sure that peace and order reign for our people as quickly as I can. Good work, Commander. The Alb people have you to thank for this new future.
Where is Wardak? Where is my father?
He left shortly after the last time you were here. I thought he would join you in your fight against the hybrid.
No, he didn't.
Well then, I don't know when he'll return.
He will not come back here. He's on the run from Zakor and from me.
Why from you?
He betrayed me.
Well, I have no intel on his whereabouts. He has disappeared.
He will return one day. Of that I'm sure.
The survival of our people matters above all else.